Tornado sirens from Hazelwood, Missouri. That's what you're listening to and you're seeing, as we've been telling you all morning, this breaking news. Dangerous and unfortunately very deadly weather marching across the South and the Midwest. Tornadoes ripping through 5 Midwest and southern states. Crews now searching for survivors, and we expect the death toll, unfortunately, to, we believe it's 50 plus now just in the state of Kentucky, but also casualties reported in other states as well. These tornadoes causing massive destruction. Let's head over to meteorologist Mike Masco with the latest details. Mike.
Yeah, I mean, we're still watching, and some of the video coming in, Tom, is super compelling. I mean, we're looking at wedge-type tornadoes that have been coming down, and you can see there's the latest satellite imagery. And what's so impressive with this storm system is that from Texas all the way up towards Canada, this storm system stretches. And really what we're seeing is warm, moist air coming up out of the Gulf of Mexico. At the same time, up across the Central Plains and into the Northern Plains, there's actually a raging snowstorm in Minnesota. So when you get that clash in between, that's when we get explosive thunderstorm development, and of course, thunderstorms leading to the possibility of tornadoes. And that's what happened last night. Long track tornadoes, some of which became wedge tornadoes. And if we have some of that video, we could throw it up and show you. These tornadoes stretched in some cases about a half mile in width. So that is just going to be a bulldozer coming through towns. There's some of the drone video coming in of the Amazon plant in Illinois last night. And when we look at this type of data, these images, we're assessing whether we're looking at brick walls that have been completely destroyed, if there's any kind of steel beams that have been twisted. We're seeing all of that. And that's indicative of the possibility of a very large tornado, some of which could be EF4, EF5. That's the highest level of the enhanced Fujita scale. What does that mean to you and I? That's like 160 to 200 mile per hour winds. So that's what we're seeing. We have 36 tornadoes ripping through 6 states, and we're still watching the storm moving across the South. Now, I'm about to say, Nashville, you're completely out of the clear, but we do have active tornado watches in Chattanooga. We're going to look all the way down towards the Birmingham suburbs. And here's the outlook from SPC, going from Columbus down towards Nashville. Again, Nashville, you're just about ending this event for you, but it's Charlotte, Chattanooga, Atlanta over the next couple of hours, and then that focus is going to shift across Baltimore, D.C., Philadelphia, New York City. Mind you, in New York City today, we're going to go for 65 degrees. That's 15 plus degrees above normal, and that's going to allow for the possibility of some more severe weather.
Mike, just real quick. Now, you mentioned when we were in a previous report that even if these storms don't produce tornadoes, we could be looking at a significant damaging wind event in some of these places. Give us a sense, if you can, of how fast we're talking about, what kind of wind speeds we're looking at from these storms.
Sure, and great question. I think that from here on out, we're going to shift our focus from a tornado threat to more of a wind damage threat. The dynamics were just so great last night over northeastern Arkansas into Illinois. But as you get into portions of the southeast, the dynamics, while great, still right now, they're not going to be as great as we saw. So I think it's going to be more of a linear storm component. So Charlotte, Columbia, that's what we could be talking about, 60, 70 mile per hour winds as lines of storms will blow through. These are going to be fast moving lines. Tom, at one point, these storms could be moving at 60 miles an hour. You're going to have to keep locked to your local NOAA radio.
All right, 60 to 70 mile an hour winds potentially in those areas. Thank you, Mike Masco, for all the updates on this deadly weather in 6 Midwest and southern states.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, where real news for real people.